Los Angeles, I'm Alex Curry here with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Good morning, guys, and happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Alex. How you doing? Hey, Skip.
Hi, Alex. How are you?
Fabulous.
I've been noticing lately here as we start the show, my debate partner across the table is no longer wearing ties.
I knew it.
If you can't beat them, you join them. Right?
No,
Yeah, somebody just gave up on ties.
It's hard putting on a tie by itself. I think I might go
by yourself.
Yeah, I might go back to when I was a little boy for Easter and get one of them clip-ons.
I used to have some of those.
It's like every day's casual Friday.
Yeah.
State of mind.
I feel better like this. I feel like I can just get down and get dirty instead of having to take off my tie and debate you, beat you down.
Here we go.
Well, let's get right to it because in ESPN's latest positional rankings, Ezekiel Elliott came in as the third overall running back behind Saquon Barkley and Christian McCaffrey. One anonymous offensive coach, though, who ranked Zeke 11th, said the running back had, quote, very few breakout runs, doesn't look as strong anymore, feels like he's about 60 to 70% of what he was. And Zeke responded on Twitter saying whoever said that quote was, quote, faded. So, Shannon, were the coach's quotes inbounds or out of bounds?
Low-key faded.
Maybe this guy was high-key faded, right?
Skip, that's his opinion, but I don't agree with those opinions because the fact is, Skip, Zeke still ran for 1,350 yards on averaging 4.5 yards a carry, and people act like he stepped off a cliff. I'm not surprised that Saquon and C-Mac, Christian McCaffrey, are in front of him because I told you, Skip, they're more explosive. You don't like Saquon because Saquon will go 1 yard, 80 yards, and you look at the
end of the back to 1 yard, 1 yard, 2 yards, 1 yard.
And then you look at the end of the day, he got 18 carries for $150, and you're like, well, he had just had one run of 80 yards. Christian McCaffrey is a guy that you've seen him go 50, 60 yards. Skip, what I think the thing is that a lot of people, mainly you're clouded by what you saw at Ohio State. You saw him, especially his sophomore season, when he put together an all-time great, 6 games, especially those last.
Real quick, it was the last 4.
Yeah.
It was Michigan. Then it was Big Ten Championship, Wisconsin. Then it was your man,
Nick Saban, Alabama.
And then it was Oregon in the championship game, and it goes 121, 220. No, 121 against Michigan.
Okay.
121 against Michigan, 220 in the Big Ten Championship, 230 against Alabama, and 246 against Oregon. And I have never seen anything like that since the guy we're going to have on the show a little later today, Eric Dickerson.
And you're probably not going to see that again from Zeke as he starts to age, Skip. And you have to understand a running back.
Yep.
He's taking those licks. But Skip, when I look at Zeke is more of a 5, 6 yard. So Zeke will get you 1. He'll get you 5. He'll get you 2. He'll get you 8. He'll get you 6. He'll get you 10. The likelihood of you seeing him breaking off a 70, 80-yard run, that's not his game, Skip. That's not who he is. But let me tell you how rare what Zeke did last year is. In the 100-year history of the National Football League, Zeke did something that only 2 other men have done. He rushed for 1,350 yards at least on a team in which the quarterback threw for over 4,900 yards. Le'Veon Bell did it in 2014, and Marshall Faulk did it twice in 2000 and 2001. Let that sink in.
And what was the team's record?
In 2001, you remember went to the Super Bowl. They lost to the Patriots.
Okay. Marshall Faulk, yeah.
Yeah, 2014. I'm not sure. That might have been the year. I think they went to the playoffs that year. Skip.
Pittsburgh
went to the playoffs that year.
Yeah. Well, what was Dallas's record?
8-8.
Thank you.
But here's the thing, Skip. Zeke led the NFL in carries in the first half. He was 14th, 15th in the second half. So what is that telling you? They were controlling, they were in the game in the first half. All of a sudden, they fall behind. They have to take the ball out of his belly, and they're throw. I think the biggest thing that's harmed, that forced us to look at Zeke differently, is that the offense has transitioned. Because it went from Dak averaging, throwing for 3,300, 3,500 yards, all of a sudden he's throwing for almost 5,000.